Hey, people of the internet, Wolfman47 here, and it's time for another hole. So between this hole and the previous hole, um, I was in a period of time where I didn't have much money, so had to be careful with what I spend it on, making sure that my bills get paid first, obviously first and foremost, and then luxury or leisurely stuff afterwards. But I still have some stuff to show off. So yeah. So first up, I went to London recently with a couple of friends to go to this thing called the Art of the Brick exhibition. So this is like a sort of exhibition of different Lego models that are basically described as pieces of art made by this one visionary guy. You might have heard of it. So yeah, and it had a shop, and rather than buy Lego there, I decided to buy some badges. So I'm going to show you some badges. So here's the first one, Art of the Brick, that the logo of the exhibition. So this exhibition was in London. I forget where, but it had a lot of graffiti and stuff. So yeah, it's very close to Liverpool Street. Don't know if it's still there, might still be, but yeah, tickets are going fast either way. Is one of the things we saw, a man ripping his chest open. Yeah, lovely. And then one of a guy sort of drowning. Oh, what a world, and all that. So yeah. And last one, and this one I feel is quite good because I know a lot of friends that do art, and basically art is optional. True fact that. Next is a Pop Funko. So those of you who remember from my last haul, I think I had a Star Wars one, and I decided to buy another one because even though I've got loads of Star Wars characters in my possessions, most of them being Lego, there's still a few out there that I don't actually have yet, and this is one of them, the Grand Inquisitor, from, I believe, yeah, from Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series. There's a lot of these Grand Inquisitors. Basically, Darth Vader can't be bothered to find all the Jedi himself, so he decides to recruit people that are one with the Force, well, fallen Jedis, and basically use them to hunt down Jedis to make his job easier. Not explored in George Lucas's films, but yeah, is quite realistic in a way because you can't find all of them on your own, even after Order 66. So I know we've had Superman Day this month, and unfortunately I couldn't get anything to do with Superman. Well, I think except for Supergirl, which I think I showed in my last haul. I forget. My memories isn't the greatest at times, but I did get a DC thing regardless. Wonder Woman Bloodlines. So this is kind of the penultimate DC animated movie universe film. Penultimate because it's set in that universe, even though this is kind of mostly based before everything happened. Kind of like an origin story, but not quite. But it's got Rosario Dawson as Wonder Woman, and people do love Rosario Dawson and things. So, yeah, that's that. And then just a few anime Blu-rays because we've had an anime day this month, which I mentioned in my last haul. I remember that. So another fairy tale one, which is one of the films, Fairy Tale Phoenix Priestess. So it's up to you as to whether you want to consider these fairy tale films as canon or not. I personally think this could be canon, even though there's not really references of it in the show. But the reason why I call it canon is because it does feature all the characters from after the arc where the main characters are in an alternate universe where magic is non-existent. So yeah, that's that one. Well, this is perhaps my all-time favourite anime out of all the animes I've seen, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So this is actually one of two anime adaptations of Full Metal Alchemist. The first one is a kind of sort of loose adaptation. It doesn't really follow the manga exactly because it just wanted to forge its own path, whereas this one is a much more faithful adaptation, in my opinion, and it also does kind of end the way people want it to end, whereas the other one ended, but it kind of ended not the way people were wanting, and as a result, some people weren't too keen on that anime. But it's up to you which version you prefer. Personally, I prefer this one, but I do kind of like the first one as well. I actually had the collector's editions of them at one point. I might buy them back at some point. I don't know. And the last thing is another anime. This one comes from the Jump Force, whatever, brand of anime stuff. It's a Japanese magazine, and it's Death Note. I don't think I really need to explain what Death Note is, because most of you will have heard of this. It's quite a well-known anime, but for those of you that don't know, it's about this guy that gets a novel, that gets a sort of diary, and he puts the name in the diary, then comes to realise that he can kill people by putting the names in the diary, and yeah, things escalate from there. So yeah, it's not really the most exciting hull there is, I must admit. And I'm hoping that the next one there'll be much more exciting stuff to look forward to. And also, at some point, I'm going to do another flat tour. Probably alternate. I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll see how I feel later down the line with those. But yeah, that's the end of my haul for this one, and the last one for April. So next one will be in May. And I know in May there is Star Wars Day, a Zombie Day, a Dracula Day, and I think there's another one, and I can't remember what it is. But yeah, there'll be items to do with that, because I think some of you will be more interested in items that are to do with pop culture, franchises that are celebrating, that have like special days in certain months. So that's what I'm going to try and do from now on, but also include other stuff too. So yeah. All right. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hitting the buttons below, whatever. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. And give anime a chance. It may not be for everybody's cup of tea, but it's still animation, albeit on the east side instead of the west side. I'm doing this way because my camera is sort of like a reflection, so might be different the way you see it. But anyway, yeah, it's Eastern animation or anime. Give it a chance, because it's it's fine. All of them are pretty good. Well, actually no, I tell a lie. Most of them are good. Some are, and yeah, okay, all right, doodles, and see you in May for the next one. So yeah, bye bye.